49 days trekking across the world's largest expanse of desert, culminating in this. Mark Evans, Mohammed Al-Zajali and Amir Wahabi have walked and ridden camels all the way from Oman to Qatar. They repeated a historic journey completed 85 years ago, when explorers relied on natural water sources and the hospitality of tribes.
In many ways, everything's changed, but there's one thing that hasn't changed, which is the incredible hospitality of the people. And that's been the same throughout Oman and Saudi Arabia, and here in Qatar too.
The 1,300-kilometre trek took them along much the same route, from Salalah in Oman, through Saudi Arabia to Qatar. A journey made easier these days by satellite navigation.
We use GPS at the end of the day, but we use your shadow because we've been walking pretty much due north. So at noon, you know, your shadow's pointing north. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 15 degrees to the left. So you can use your shadow to navigate.
British adventurer Bertram Thomas and Bin Khalid, a sheikh from Oman, made history in 1931 when they made it across what had become known as the Empty Quarter, because it's so dry, large and inhospitable. That journey made it onto the front covers of newspapers around the world, a trip that inspired this latest one, which may also get others thinking about what they can do these days.
They will be inspired because they will be, maybe some people, they will not believe it, Somebody will cross the biggest desert in the world at these days, because now I cannot do for maybe 2-3 days.
The 2016 team was joined for part of the trip by a relative of the original explorer, Sheikh bin Khalid.
Just like Sheikh Mubarak's grandfather.
I will never forget this trip, also made by my grandfather 85 years ago. I'm very proud.
The desert has not changed much since then, but the start and the end of the journey have, as recorded by Bertram Thomas back then.
In the final line of Thomas's book, Arabian, he said, we came over a little rocky hill and there before us were the towers of Doha. But look at Doha now, it's incredible.
In those days, Qatar's capital looked much like this. Well, it's a slightly different scene that greets this team of adventurers 85 years on, but no less of an amazing achievement after a modern-day journey. Caroline Malone, Al Jazeera in Doha.